Welcome back to Perth, Western Australia for the fall-winter of 1918, Operation Hindenburg, Soviet Russia. We'll start with the random cards, the partisan cards. Not many of these left. So we'll see if my luck improves. So we'll start off with the first card. Okay, this doesn't look good already. Russian weather. Foul weather and a lack of maintenance prohibits all rail movements in Russia this turn. Cool. Wow, these cards. All right, the next one. Ooh, Spanish flu. Hang on, I need my glasses for this. Okay. Spanish flu. Each white territory controlled by a major power, not including Poland, Ukraine, or Finland, removes one infantry in each territory. Every adjacent territory also removes one infantry unit, always leave a minimum of one. So each white territory controlled by a major power, not including Poland, Finland, or the Ukraine. So I'm guessing, so these white territories here, controlled by, so I think you got to leave a minimum of one. Yeah, always leave a minimum of one. So one infantry. So it doesn't say anything about cavalry or anything like that. So if we go into here, we've got these guys here, so they're going to lose one straight off the bat. They're not adjacent to anyone other than themselves, and there's only one there, so that's not going to be affected. So that's one. Over in Primorsky Krai, that's going to affect things. So white territory, move one infantry, minimum of one. So I'm guessing in Primorsky Krai, we're going to lose one white Russian there for starters. And then we're going to lose one American. And yeah, there probably should have been two Japanese there, I'm thinking, because they have to have the same equal amount of troops. So I probably haven't updated that at some point. But yeah, they should leave one Japanese, one American, and two Russians there. So they're adjacent to these guys here. So they're going to lose an infantry. So I'll just lose infantry class. I'll lose the militia out of there. So that's not too painful for me. So then we're going to go over to Northern Caucasia. They've only got one, so they're not going to lose anything more there. There's nothing adjacent. There is, but they've only got one thing in there anyway, so that's not going to affect. There's only one infantry class in Donetsk Kuban, so that's not going to be affected. There's nothing, just let me double check with this card. Again, nothing for the Ukraine or Finland. Finland's obviously not a thing, and there's nothing going on in Poland. So I think that's it. I think that's it. There's no other white Russians anywhere else. So yeah. Okay. Moving right along. Next card. The Kronstadt mutineers place one attacking Soviet Baltic naval infantry into Petrograd. Place one attacking Soviet Baltic naval infantry to Petrograd. If they win the battle, they must remain as territory. And it becomes a non-sovereign neutral. This unit may be attacked by either the whites or the Soviets. So these guys are obviously mutineers. One attacking Soviet Baltic naval infantry. Well, they kind of, if they're Soviets, why would they? This unit may be attacked by either the whites or Soviets. So I'm just going to read it that they're neutral. So they are going to be going into Petrograd, where I've got one infantry there anyway. So it's just going to be one infantry versus one infantry. So they're naval infantry, but that won't make any difference in the city. So the defenders will be defending on a 5 because they're in a city. So get a +1. So I'll go for a black dice for the mutineers, and the defenders will be on a green. Yep, so they get a 4, so that kind of doesn't matter, and they hit on a 7. So, well, they didn't hit, and they got a 7. So that's the end of that. So that card's done. Yeah, we'll just get into the turn now. So we had 13 IPP. So we're going to spend 4 to repair the damaged rail line. That doesn't come off until the end of the turn, so that leaves us with 9 IPP, which is not a lot. So we're going to buy 1 Cossack and 1 infantry. Yeah, pretty paltry. Slim pickings there. All right, tech. We're going to get into tech. So for us, we're going to go for Hurricane Bombardment on a 7. That'll be a red dice, and we'll go for Armored Vehicles on a 6 with a green dice. And we get armored vehicles, so we're going to stage 3 armored vehicles, so we can build armored cars. Yay. All right, we've got a bunch of attacks here. I'll start with little ones and we'll go on from there. So we'll start with the attrition attack in a Mer. There's probably not going to be much in this, but we'll have a crack anyway. So on a 1, nothing. That's that. So that one's done. All right. There's a lot of arrows going everywhere. It's not as bad as what it looks. Okay, so I'm going to start with this small attack from... I'm going to take this artillery out of here in... I can never pronounce this one. I'm not even going to try. South of the Zaristan into North Caucasia. I'm going to bring 1 infantry with me. Although it is mountain terrains, it is winter, so it'll be 1 round of combat, and he'll be defending on a 4. So we'll start with the first strike on a 3. That's a 7, and then the boosted infantry on a 2. That's a nothing. So he's not going to battle's pretty much over. Whoop. And defending on a 4, nothing. So no result there. So that one's done. Very small battles that probably not very exciting. All right, so now we're going to go into and try and reclaim Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan. We're going to go in with our infantry, our 4 infantry and a Cossack. There's no mountains coming from this direction, so this is going to be a straight battle. So we'll start with so we've got 4 infantry attacking and a Cossack. So the green will be the infantry on a 2. And the Cossack will be on a red dice on a 4. On a 4, yeah. So 2 and a 4. Okay, so we got 2. Wow, that's pretty good. Got hits with the infantry there. So in defense, he's got the 1 colonial on a 2. Yeah, that's a miss of 3. So we go up a $1. That takes the Soviets to 11 with our that port open card that we had earlier. So as long as we have a port, we get an extra +2. So and the Brits will go down 1. So reclaim that back. And go on. Okay. Next battle is going to be into the Ukraine. So we're going to attack eastern Ukraine. So I've got these forces here split off from Donetsk Kuban. So I've got 1 artillery, 1 Cossack, 1 infantry going in. He's got 2 infantry there to defend. They're coming in. This fighter, I believe 1900 fighting fighters can move 3. I just double check and mess this up. Yeah, they move 3. So that's cool. So he's going to fly out of this fighter, 1918 fighter is going to fly out of here. 1, 2, and then come back into there, so that he's got enough range there. And then this train is going to travel from Anglesey. One train is going to participate in this battle as well, so we're going to do that. That's going to go into there. And this other train is going to do, so basically come from here. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, disregard. That train will also participate. So yeah, we'll just get them in there as well. So yep. All right, so going into Eastern Ukraine, we've got 2 trains, an artillery, 1 cav, 1 Cossack, 1 fighter, 1918 fighter, and he's got 2 infantry in defense. So let's just roll. There's no, let me just double check, but I don't think there's any rivers to contend with or terrain coming from this direction. Nope, none that I can see. All right, cool. So we'll do the attacking, because there's only 1 round. So we'll do the first strikes first. So we've got essentially 1 artillery and 2 trains firing on a 4. And I get 1 hit there straight off the bat. So that's one down. Leaves him with 1 to defend with at this point. And then we'll go with the rest of the units. So we've got one cav on a 3, which would be green, 1 elite cav on a 4, which would be red, and the fighter, which will be blue, and that'll be on a 5 because it's 1918 fighter. All right, cool. So we get a hit with the elite cav. Yep, so that's it. So he'll defend with 1 infantry left there into Eastern Ukraine, and he gets a hit. So we will lose the 1 regular cav. So he's done, and we'll take Eastern Ukraine. Not worth anything. Awesome. Nothing in Russia is. I might as well just leave the fighter there. There's no point in flying back at this point if it's taken the territory. So Eastern Ukraine falls. And in the territory, you've got 1 1918 fighter, 1 Cossack, 1 artillery, and 2 trains. So that's right. And Donetsk command is empty. So just put the mill down there at this point. And what are the battles that I have? Sorry about this. Yeah, that's it for battles. So I'm just going to non-combat. I did have some rail movements, however, those cards, that winter card was played, so no such luck anymore. So from Anglesey, I've got the 2 Cossacks. I'm just going to move them 1, 2 into Smolensk. I've got the 1 cav here in Anglesey that's going to go 1, 2 into Petrograd. So he's hanging out over there. I've got the 1 infantry in Smolensk, which is going to go into southern Belarusia. I've got this 1 militia here, which is going to move forward into whatever that one is, Don Manich, into that territory there. They're going to remain there in Kamlistaya. And I'm going to move these 3 infantry from Novosibirsk into this territory here in Angara. So they're just going to reinforce into there. Sorry about this, guys. I think that is pretty... No, sorry, I'm going to move these artillery back into Novosibirsk from Yensi. And these infantry here will also go back into Novosibirsk. I'll move these units here from Stalino into Vanara. So they'll just move like so. Just chasing the White Russians all over the place, as you do. And I think that's it. So I'll just do a very quick disposition. Don't drag this out. So nothing's really a correction. I've got to place my units before I do that. So I'll place one Cossack into southern Belarusia, and I'll place one infantry into Donetsk Kuban. So that one there. So one infantry into there. And then I'll just do, I'll do my wartime because I did forget that last time, like a kook. So I'll quickly do that, and then I'll do a disposition. That's better. 9. So we went up 1. So we will collect 20 IPP next turn. That's a bit healthier than 13. And I'll just do a real quick disposition for everyone, make sure we're all on the same page. So Petrograd's now got 1 cav, 1 infantry. Smolensk has 2 Cossacks. Southern Belarusia has 1 Cossack and 2 infantry. Now in Western Ukraine, there is 1 Cossack, 1 1918 fighter, 1 artillery, 2 trains. In Donetsk, there is 1 militia. In Donetsk Kuban, you've got 1 infantry. In whatever the heck that one is, there is 1 artillery, 1 infantry. Now in Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, there's 4 infantry and 1 Cossack. I'm just going to move, I forgot to move this guy, so I'm just going to quickly move him over to Western Kazakhstan, so nothing in there. So he's just moved to there. In Novosibirsk, there's having a party over here. So there's, we've now got 3 artillery, a train, 4 infantry. In Vanar, that one, 2 infantry and a artillery. Angara now has 3 infantry. Cheetah, just 1 cav still, and Amir I think I covered already if I haven't. That hasn't changed. That's just 3 infantry, a mountain, and artillery, and then obviously we lost the militia and the Spanish flu. RIP to that guy. And yeah, 20 IPP. All right, cool. Hopefully that's everything taken care of. Thanks, guys.